Today, I'm going to answer Caden's question, a future homesteader that wants to know if they can accomplish their dreams, plus a few bonus chicken questions. Let's go! Welcome to Becky's Homestead.
Caden says, "Hi Becky, I would really like to have this read on a video to help answer my questions. 2 years ago, I discovered your channel, and now after watching your videos, I want your opinion on my new life choice. I'm in 10th grade and want to know if this is possible. I've always had a love for animals, and after watching you and other YouTube channels like yours, I have made the decision to live on a homestead, go off-grid, be a veterinarian, save power and water, use rainwater and solar panels, not get married, live in an RV, and so much more. Do you think anybody could do this? Also, could you do a video on making and blending smoothies? Thanks, Becky, and keep the videos coming to help people like me."
Well, Caden, that is a huge wish list, and I do think you can accomplish it. I think if it's in you and you're feeling it, like that's who you feel you want to be, I think if you turn in the right direction, you take baby steps, and you just accomplish one goal after another, slow. You keep everything small. I definitely think you can accomplish it. I mean, I did. Look at the house behind me. I built it all by myself. It can be done. It seems hard. It seems impossible. But if you just take it one step at a time, pretty soon, ta-da, there it is. And it makes you so happy. And of course, animals are very healthy for people. I think they're good for people to, have them, use them, take care of them. It's really good for you. And as far as solar goes, I love solar. I want to try to go off grid. But like I told you, I have to take my own advice. It's one step at a time. So I say go for it. So here are a few steps I think you need to take. 1, educate yourself. And I'm not talking about 8 years of college. I mean reading books, magazines, articles, anything you can find and get your hands on to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. Scott is going to put some links to some really good books in the description below, so you can check those out. Number 2 is, dream big, but you have to be realistic, in order to accomplish it. You can't be too far out there, or it's hard to translate that into getting it done in reality. So keep it small and don't give up.
Pamela in Long Island asks, "Hi Becky, I'm having trouble getting my chickens to eat the whole corn. First, the whole corn I buy here is harder than rocks. Is it supposed to be that way? It's hard to find good chicken food where I live, and I don't know what to do. Please help."
Okay, well, don't worry. Chickens aren't that picky, so you don't have to find like perfect good chicken food. One trick you might try is, I don't know how many chickens you have, but whatever, take like a half a cup, because you don't want to waste it or whatever, and soak it in water for 24 hours, and that'll soften the corn up a bit and throw it out there to the chickens. You don't want to keep it soaking in water for like 2 weeks because it'll start to smell sour, which I don't think that matters, but whatever. I don't like when it gets like that. So that's what I'll do sometimes, just for a change, and see if they eat it that way. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. Mine eat everything. It's so funny how people say their chickens don't eat anything. It's kind of like getting picky little children that don't eat anything. I think in the beginning when they're little, if you just keep throwing stuff in there, they'll start eating it and they'll eat everything. And that's what I do, and I don't have any problems with my chickens eating anything.
Beverly asks, "Hey Becky, where do you get your layer mash and what is the brand name? And where do you get your oats and what's the brand name that you feed your hens?"
Well, Beverly, first of all, let me just tell you that the brand names don't matter. Oats are oats. They come from the field. It doesn't matter who they're from. So just go ahead and buy whole oats or crimped oats for your chickens, and don't be too worried about the brand name. You can buy whole oats or crimped oats at probably Tractor Supply. I think they're everywhere, and I think they do carry the oats. And as far as the layer mash, it's kind of the same story. Here's what I try to do though. I will read the bag and make sure it's not medicated. If it's not medicated, I'm not too picky about the name brand of the, the food or who, provides the food, as long as it's not medicated. Another thing you can do if you're having trouble like figuring out where to buy your food for your farm animals is you could always Google feed store in your area. Type in, feed store and then write your town in there and then just see what comes up, and then you'll probably have 2, 3, 4 choices, and then maybe read the reviews or just drive around and check them out and see what you think.
This letter doesn't have a name. It says, "Hi Becky, I love your videos. I have a chicken that is going bald and I don't know why. Could you please help me? Thanks."
Okay, well that is very vague and it could be a lot of reasons, but I'm going to tell you like the 2 top reasons I'm thinking of just right off the bat. One, it could be molting. When chickens molt, they usually molt twice a year, and in the fall, when the weather changes from, warmer weather to colder weather, that is a time of the year they will molt. And then again in the spring, mine do. Mine molt twice. And when they molt, you will just see feathers everywhere, and then you'll see bald spots. Or you might notice the bald spots first, and then you're going to be like, oh, what's going on? And then when you look around, you'll see feathers everywhere, and then you're like, oh yeah, they're molting, because they just look a mess when that happens. But it's perfectly normal, and that's what they do. So when they're molting, make sure you feed them plenty of good food and, make sure they have a lot of water, and they probably won't be laying eggs at that time. And you want to keep your chickens stress-free all the time. Chickens require stress-free living, like me. The second thing it could be is if you have a lot of chickens in a coop, sometimes one will get picked on. And what happens is once it gets a little bald spot or it gets a little red in there, the other chickens will be pecking it more and more and more and more and make it worse. If you like chicken videos, go to my website, beckysHomestead.com. I have lots of videos about chickens, chicken coops, and a lot of stuff, how to feed them, and a lot of stuff about chickens. And if you enjoyed the video, please click like and don't forget to subscribe. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye.
Hi Becky, I'm having trouble getting my chickens to eat the whole corn. First, the whole corn I buy here...
You have the corniest, dorkiest voice. Could you just be yourself?
I'm trying to have a little emotion, not...
No, it's
flat.
a stupid voice. It is more flat, actually.
No,
it's monotone and boring as hell.
I'm trying to have some life to it.
It has zero life. Just be yourself, please.
You're making me overthink it now.
Just concentrate on the material.
Hi,
Don't
Becky.
think about yourself.
I'm having trouble getting my chickens to eat the whole corn.